Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, to all of you, my students. By the way, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Dr. Zohail Helmi. Alright, and so I will demonstrate to you. That the application of mechanics for laboratory. Alright, so for today, we have lab 1 and lab 2. Which will cover tensile test and compression test. Alright, for tensile test, you are required to submit a long report, and then as for compression test, just a short report, right? So by the way, for both tests, you are only using one machine, which is universal testing machine. We have here UTM in a short term. The short acronym for universal testing machine with brand Instron. Alright, and then we have actually two different type of mounting, compression and what I call it tensile. For tensile, we have this type of a clamper, alright, and then for compression we have this type of mounting system lah. It's totally different, and also we have different type of sample. Using the function available in this machine, you can adjust the position of this mounting. We have actually two different type of clamper. One is the fixed clamp, and the second one is the movable clamp. This clamp can be moved. Alright, I will demonstrate you how it move. We use jog up and jog down. Alright, so see, when we press jog down, it move down, and then as we press jog up, the clamper will move upwards. So it will make easier for you to mount the sample, because sometimes we have sample that might be too long, so we need to adjust the clamper. Let's move to the software that we will use for the lab. We have Blue Hill 3, and normally when you purchase the machine, it will come together lah. Alright, it covered the cost of software also. We have Blue Hill 3. Alright, so this is the Blue Hill 3. Alright, so we have you will use only two function, test and method. Alright, so for method, first we click on the method. Alright, so for method, you can see here tensile and compression class. So you need to make sure that you use a correct method profile. So for example, if you want to test compress, then you need to use compress lah. Otherwise, if you use tensile profile testing for compress, then you will get a wrong result. So make sure you correct. You select a correct profile method. Let's we click on the tensile first. Alright, so we click on the tensile and then we click open. Alright, so opening file. Alright, so we have here, alright, so specimen, let's click on the specimen. Let's check first on the method. See, the test type is tension, so the correct one lah. And then we proceed to the specimen. So this is the sample that you need to input the data lah. Means that we have width, thickness and length. So make sure you measure the sample, and after that you input the measurement lah. Before you proceed with the testing. And as for final width, thickness and length, normally we just follow the original punya measurement lah. Alright, and then next we proceed with the test control here. Sorry, not test control, instead we proceed with the test. Alright, so we have here extension mode. Means that the sample will be extended, so that it become, the length will increase, and then at which rate, then we adjust the rate. That's why. That is rate 1 actually, representing how big is the changes in length. Normally for soft material, we normally use a very small rate lah. Because the rule is we don't want our testing to be too quick or too slow. Because if too quick, then data might not be enough lah to represent the stress strain plot. So let's proceed to the measurement of sample. We have three different type of sample here. We have mild steel, and then we have aluminium, and then also we have brass or copper type of tensile. We call it tensile bar, or in other words, maybe some people used to call it dog bone because it look resembling a dog bone. So we have three different type of material for tensile bar. You need to use vernier clipper. What we have here actually is a manual one. But you can also use a digital clipper, by the way, to make the measurement easier for you. Alright, so you need to make sure, you need to ensure that you measure the correct part of the sample. Alright, so for width, we have here, this is our width. So we measure width here. Alright, so this is the result. okay, we have here about, okay, 12, okay. So 1.2 cm actually, okay, approximately lah. So it's about 12 mm. Alright, and then we have width here, actually thickness of the, okay, of this part here. So we have about 0.2, so it's about 20 mm. And then we have length. Okay, for length it's not actually the total length from this point to this point. Instead we measure from this necking area to this necking area. Alright, so we have here about 80 millimeter lah. Okay, 8 cm approximately. Okay, just estimate. Alright, so finish. So you need to repeat all this measurement for all sample. Okay, just to remind you lah. Okay, once you take down all the measurement data, you need to input it back into the software. Okay, again back to the specimen. Alright, so you need to enter the width. Okay, 12 mm, and then thickness is 2, and then length is 80. Okay, and by the way, please make sure you select the correct, okay, the select unit lah. Otherwise, kalau cm, if cm maybe you are wrong lah. Alright, so make sure everything is millimeter lah, is in millimeter. Okay, so I will show you on how we can mount the sample. Okay, it's very easy. I believe that every one of you can do that. Okay, we have here fixed and, okay, movable, okay, mobile punya clamp. So first thing is you mount on the, okay, on the mobile pun okay juga, okay, okay, and then you estimate the distance, okay, from the end of this sample, okay, and make sure one thing, just make sure it, okay, it perfectly align with the clamp. Okay, I don't want to see the clamper, maybe the sample, you know, you are not, I mean that misaligned dengan sample is not good. Alright, it's not good. Like this is not one example of the not good clamp sample. Okay, so make sure you perfectly align the sample along the clamp. Okay, and then, okay, you adjust the, okay, you rotate okay, you turn the clamp so it become tighten lah. Alright, alright, and now you see, okay, it's not same kan, sebab itu sama. So you click jog up a little. Alright, that's all. And then you make the same thing. Okay, you clamp the sample, and now it is perfectly aligned. We mount the sample, we can, okay, click the blue heel. Now rather than method, instead we use test. Okay, and then select the test class and click next. Alright, so let's name the sample. Maybe this one is mild steel. Okay, so mild steel, okay, tensile. Alright, okay, and then click next. Alright, so we have here a what do you call it, interface. Okay, so you can check the extension, tensile stress, tensile strain here. Alright, so the length, okay, you can see that the length, the measurement data that you have input just now has been, okay, update here. Okay, so it is corresponding to your sample rather than the previous one. Alright, so before you click start, you need to reset everything lah. So you need to click, okay, we have balance load, zero extension, okay, balance all, okay lah. Alright, so now everything has been reset. Click start. Alright, okay, now please look at the sample here. You can see the sample, okay, is already broken. Okay, you can see the necking region here. Alright, let's open the sample lah. Oops, sorry. Alright, okay, now you can see here the sample completely broken. Alright, alright, completely broken by the machine. And then we have here necking region. Okay, the small one break. Okay, completely break. Alright, okay, finish with the testing. That's all. Just a matter of now you substitute the mild steel with the brass and aluminium. Okay, just repeat the same thing. You have finished with the testing. Okay, you can see the sample is already broken by the UTM. Okay, now we can check the data by, okay, simply by open the file in the folder. Okay, so we have here PDF. Okay, so you just double click on the file. Alright, so you can see the recorded stress strain plot yang you dah dapat tadi, load over extension. Alright, and then you can check the value lah. Okay, what we have here is value, tabulated data automatically. So just matter of you know, you just transfer the information into your punya, what you call it, into your sheet lah, answer sheet lah, form okay, lab report form. Okay, alright. And now to move for compression, just a matter, okay, let's close the PDF file first, and then we check again the Blue Hill. Now we have compression. Okay, now once you finish with all those remaining two, okay, remember you still have aluminium and brass for tensile test. Okay, once you finish with all those testing for all those sample, let's move to the compression. Okay, let's move to the Blue Hill again, and then check the method, and then we have, instead of tensile class, we select compression class. Okay, and then next, and again, okay, just rename the sample accordingly. Rather than tensile, you use what call it, compress, and then click next, and voila, now you come to the interface for compression test prior to the beginning of your measure. That's all. Okay, by the way, we have here, just want to remind you, okay, we have, remember, we have different sample for compress. So again, you need to measure the sample. We have outer radius, inner radius, the initial height before you proceed with the compress. Okay, so that's all. You repeat all the same test. You input all the data before the test, and you repeat the same procedure for compress also. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you will enjoy the session, the lab session, because you can learn a lot, okay, from this practical work. And in case you have any question, or maybe you are not clear with something regarding the, you know, how maybe in terms of procedure, or maybe in terms of fundamental knowledge behind the testing, you can consult with your lecturer, or you just can contact me. Okay, thank you very much. See you again. Bye bye.